Hello everyone, today we'll discuss C language including what is a string, how to declare and initialize a string, what is difference between scanf and get function, what is a string put function, what is a string length, lowercase, uppercase function, what is a string compare function, what is reverse function. If data type of integer can be stored in an array, then we can also store data type of character in an array. So the data type of character stored in an array will be called string, or we can say the collection of characters stored in array is called string. Arrays can be initialized and declared at the same time. As you can see, so when you initialize and declare your array, you have the option that you either you give the size of the array or you may leave the size of the array, because compiler will give the size of the array depend upon the value you have given. So if you initialize your array in this style, you will have the option, otherwise you will not have the option. Okay, so this is the initialization declaration, so we can leave the size of the array, so it will be handled by the compiler. Okay, so here you can see the values are enclosed in curly brackets and each character is in single quotation separated by comma, and at the end you can see there is a last character /0. Okay, so this last character /0 is known as null character. It terminates the string. When compiler reads this string, then /0 will tell the compiler that the string starts from here and the end of the string is this one. Okay, if you do not give this /0, then compiler will not know what is the end of the string, and compiler will understand that this is not a string, it is just the bunch of characters. Okay, /0 is not same as 0, because ASCII value of /0 is 0 and the ASCII value of 0 is 48. So both 0 and /0 are separate characters. We can also initialize and declare our variables type of array in this way. Here you can see there is no curly brackets, there is no single quotation, and there is no there is no comma in each character. So all characters are written next from first character to the next character. So there is no semicolon here. So here there is no /0. Why? Because compiler will automatically give the /0 at this type of the initialization. Okay, what is difference between scanf and get? Let's do the practical for understanding the scanf and get function. Include two basic libraries, the main function. Now here I am going to declare a character type of array, size 25, and here we are not going to initialize it, so we do not have the option to leave the size of the array. Okay, so print the message, enter string, and initialize the array with console input scanf %c is the %s is the format specifier for a string. Here we are not going to give the %c, remember it, and there is no AND operator here. Okay, then print the array. Okay, %s is the format specifier for string and print the array. Okay, let's compile it. It will just generate the printf enter string. Okay, there is error. Include, make sure you have written the correct spelling. Okay, here you can see if I give the input Sajid Ali Khan, my name. Okay, so here you can see scanf only accept the word, the strings SAJID, and when it comes to the space, the process has been terminated. So scanf will terminate its process when it comes to the space. So after the space, all the characters will not be accepted by the scanf. So it will accept only the characters which are before the space. Okay, so what is the solution to this problem? The solution to this problem is we can write our display using puts method, and we can get our input instead of scanf with gets function. Gets function will accept the input and assign that value to array, and puts function will display the string that we are passing. And let's display the array now by puts statement. So puts array. So let's now compile it and execute it. So as you can see, puts string has been displayed and the cursor will be moved to the new line even if there is no selection. This is working phenomena of puts function, and here I'm going to give the value using gets method, gets function. So as there are spaces, so let's see gets will accept the space or not. Okay, yes. So the gets accepts the value with a space and puts print the hello and also the array. So here you can see the gets function accepts the whole string including the space. So this is the solution for scanf. Okay, so and the next function is strlen function. The strlen function is a length, it will count the length of the string and it returns the integer value. Okay, as you can see in this example. Let's practice. Include the libraries and main function. When we talk about the functions of string functions, then we must include the library of strings. If we talk about string functions, then we must include the string library, otherwise it will be compile time error. Okay, let's do the practical len. It is a integer type of variable, and len is 1, length 1 is equals to str len, and we are going to pass the hello keyword. As an example, we have given hello, and let's print the length. And slash d, percentage d is the format specifier for integers. So let's now compile it. Okay, let's compile. If I have not included the library, then it will gives you the error str length. Okay, so you must give the library so that linker will compiler will understand it. Okay, so let's now compile it, no error, and let's see. You can see there is a 5, and which will be the length of the string with 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, let's do the practice of second function, which is strlwr. strlwr is a string lowercase function which will convert the string from uppercase to lowercase. Let's do the practical. Okay, let's consider the same here, and the string is, let's suppose, char array. Okay, and size is, we are leaving the size. Okay, and initialize the array hello, and pass that array to the method, and change the name of the function. What was the name of function? LWR, lowercase. So this function will change the string from uppercase to the lowercase. Now these are, the string is in uppercase, sorry, then output will be in lowercase. Okay, so let's print it, no error, and here you can see that hello has been printed, but it is in now lowercase. We have defined it in uppercase. Okay, and there is a other method known as string, sorry, a lowercase, and there is a uppercase also. Okay, okay, let's practice the uppercase. How can we convert the string from lowercase to uppercase? So we will change the name of the function upper, and let's see, compile it, and you will see now the string was in lowercase, now the output is in uppercase. Okay, so this is the upper string upper function, and now let's practice the concatenate function. So concatenate function will concatenate two strings and print the results. Now let's do the practical here. Okay, if I have a string this one, and it will return 0 or 1. Okay, if concatenate will only combine the two strings. Okay, so the one is this one, okay, and second is array 2, this is array 1, okay. So this will be hello Mr. Khan, okay. So there are two separate characters, sorry, there are two separate strings. Let's concatenate str and get, okay, and first you will write the the target in which you want to concatenate. So our target, I want to add the string to this string, okay. So Mr. Khan, I want to concatenate this string to the first one. So the first one will be target string, and the second will be the source string. The source is R2, so it will concatenate, okay. So now if you print, so which string you will print? Can you give me the answer? So if you print the R2 ARR2, it will only gives you the Mr. Khan. So the array 2 will be concatenated with array 1. So array 1 now has been changed, okay. So this is equals to same as ARR array 1 is equals to array 1 plus array 2. So logically this looks like this, okay. So let's print it /s and okay, array 1. You can also print, okay, just let's print the array 1. So now we are going to print array 1, and array 1 value is hello. You will see array 1 on the screen, hello plus Mr. Khan. Let's compile it, no errors, and you will see that the hello Mr. Khan has been concatenated. Concatenation means merge, okay, concatenated with the first array, okay. So if you want to print the second array, and %f, array 2 will always remain same, okay. Let's compile it and execute it. So let's make difference. So you can see that the first printf statement prints the hello Mr. Khan, and second statement printf statement prints the Mr. Khan just, okay. So this will be the source, this will be the target, and this will be source, so that you can understand. This will be the source, okay. So target and source, so it's same when you code your program. So you will make the simple understandable names of the variables, okay. So this is how we can concatenate our string, okay. So the last one is string reverse. So let's do the practical for string strrev, okay. So for example, if I have this string, and I want to reverse this string. So how can I do it? Okay, can you tell me? So I can just write str rev, and inside rev I will just pass the array target, and the string hello has been reversed, and just print it. It will reverse it and assign to the same variable. Target, and here we go, no errors, and you will see that hello has been reversed. Okay, you can see here hello has been reversed. Okay, by email. Thank you very much.